What is the benefit of sparring at another gym?
There's actually a lot of benefits to it. When you go to another gym, it's a little bit different, right? You don't get to spar with these people all the time. So there's a little bit of jitters, a little bit of nerves. Not too much because, of course, it's not like actual fight, but you don't know these people as well as you know the people at your gym. You don't know their tendencies, so you're going to have those reflexes on point. You have to be sharp and locked in whenever you're sparring.
Have you sparred any pros or any other fighters at these gyms?
Whew, definitely. Sparred a couple pros, and it just kind of shows me that, there's levels to it. Shows me that, I'm not at the best that I could possibly be at. So it kind of gives me a little bit more motivation to move that mile marker a little bit further.
What other gyms do you go to spar?
Right now we're primarily going to Ohana HQ. We're an affiliate with Ohana. A bunch of great guys over there, a bunch of great fighters. So it's ideal for us to go and work with them while we're part of the same team. We're not necessarily the same team in that way. So we get an opportunity to get some different looks with people that we know have our best interests in mind and are always trying to make us better.
We like to keep it within the people that we are affiliated with. Every now and then we'll have some people that we know come into our gym from a different gym.
How often should a fighter be hard sparring during their camp?
It kind of depends on where you're at in the training camp, right? If you're tapering down, you shouldn't be hard sparring 2 or 3 times a week, but 2 good hard spars a week towards the beginning or middle part of the camp is not crazy. I think that the Thai approach of, having a mix of hard sparring and some playful sparring where you're working more technical aspects, but still realizing that you're getting hit, I think it's important having that balance.
Will we see more hard sparring in the camp moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. Without hard sparring, you don't know what you're going to resort to whenever the adrenaline's pumping and whenever it's the actual fight. So you kind of want to get those hard sparring rounds in so that way you can get rid of any bad habits that you have, right?
How much of the knee you doing every time you duck down like that? Oh my God. Let's go, up, up, up. I missed it, what was it? Body.
Now that sparring is becoming more prominent in camp, how should strength and conditioning be split?
I mean, for us, the plan I have laid out, we're going to start tearing away from the strength and conditioning for the amount of times that we're doing it per week, starting into the next week. And we're going to focus on maintaining and fine-tuning and really working heavier in towards the conditioning.
When should you stop hard sparring during your camp?
I say whenever you're about a week and a half, 2 weeks, you shouldn't really be hard sparring too much. You're getting closer to the weight cut. Your weight is getting lower, so the impact of those hits are going to be a little bit more.
Do you think movement-based rounds are more important than hard sparring?
I think they're both equally as important. The movement-based rounds are gonna, you're gonna be focusing on your foot placement, your footwork, things like that. The hard sparring rounds, it's easy to dodge when someone's not really throwing 100% or not throwing with intention to hit you hard. You kind of get this sense of security, so I think they're equally as important.
How often should a fighter work lighter, more movement-based sparring?
Definitely more often than you do hard sparring rounds. So I say if you're doing like 2 hard sparring rounds a week, maybe 4 light rounds, right? You're just moving, kind of getting that muscle memory in, getting your reactions to what it should be. So I say around 4 times a week.
Will we see more sparring in the camp moving forward?
Oh yeah, we're going to spar up until the final week. We'll make our last push, and then the sparring, of course, is going to stop.